Peace, 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 love, harmony, and light. Once again, this is Chief Kalanago. I know, man, 3 videos in a row, right? But it is what it is. Like I said, I move in the spirit, and that's just what it is. I give thanks to the Great Spirit, acknowledging the Great Spirit, giving thanks to all my ancestors. I'm very, very thankful and fortunate that I'm being used as a vessel. All right. I'm gonna it's I didn't plan on doing any videos today actually. I just again, I move in the spirit and I was led to do these videos. But imagine that I did one and now this is the third one. So three is a charm, right? The Trinity, right? The pyramid. So I'm gonna conclude the series of videos for this evening or this sun rest, or it's already after 12. You know, whatever or wherever you at, I'm going to conclude this series of videos by talking about this real quick. Now, I am not a big fan of politics because I really think it's all politics. However, when you're dealing with, the left wing and the right wing, it's one, people always think one is better than the next. You know what I mean? If you have a bird that flies and one wing, whether it may be the left or the right wing, one of the wings is a little bit incapacitated. You know what I'm saying? It's not functionable fully, or it doesn't work at all. Then that bird is not going to fly properly, right? So, regardless of the situation, when we look at the left wing and the right wing, they're all wings of the same bird, right? But sometimes it's the lesser of two evils. So I don't. That's why I don't get too caught up in the politics. But I look at people for what they do, and I look at the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I look at the environment. I look at what's happening and see what's being done. And then, of course, you have to know the spiritual, you know, uh, elements to all this. Trump. I mean, for those of you who think Trump is his real name, that's not his real name, in terms of his last name, so to speak. All right. All that stuff is, again, in the Bible. And I'm not saying that it's manifested from a sky daddy. No, all this was planned. Okay. All this was put in motion to be prophesied. All right. And the trumpet has sounded. And a lot of you may hate Trump, don't like Trump, but let me tell you something. Trump is doing something that a lot of presidents wanted to do. JFK got shot, Lincoln got shot. Anybody who challenged those central world bankers, okay? The only reason why Trump is alive today is because he got Russia and China supporting him. But like I said, they had to play the game. You did, to shut down these world bankers, okay? So here we go again. I just showed you the second video. I spoke of the vaccination, and we already know what that's about. Do your own research, okay? And I'm gonna keep it real simple. Nature has a remedy for anything. I'm gonna repeat that again. Nature has a remedy for anything. I don't care what it is. There's a remedy in nature, okay? Let us read. Trump administration opposes Bill Gates' vaccine tracking system on personal liberty grounds. Y'all better pay attention for those of you who hate Trump, okay? Because I keep telling y'all, Democrats and Democrats, okay? Democrats and Democrats. Now, you figure out the rest. And I'm not saying that the Republicans are better. That's not what I'm saying. But all I'm just saying is the trumpet has sounded, okay? And this was actually, when was this article? I think, let me see what date. April 10th. All right, April 10th, which was, I think sometime last week, right? 2020. Let us read. Trump administration opposes Bill Gates vaccine tracking system on personal liberty grounds. Here we go. The Trump administration has come out against a proposed digital tracking system that could tell authorities about the individual's vaccination history. Now, you see how you see how the bill is coming? Now, I didn't plan all of this, but like I said, I move in the spirit. I just showed you the video with the FBI talking about the vaccines, and he keep pushing that. Now, here we go. Boom. What Bill Gates is trying to do. All right, let's read. The Orwellian measure has been proposed by technocratic oligarch Bill Gates, who is attempting to exploit the coronavirus pandemic to inch closer towards mandatory vaccinations. But I guarantee you, he's not going to take it. His children aren't going to take it. All right? But y'all want to keep playing these games and live your life in fear. It's time that the people stand up. Eventually, we have some digital certificates to show who has recovered or who has been tested recently, or when we have a vaccine who has received it. Gates said during an Ask Me Anything appearance on Reddit about the coronavirus. Latest, Jack Dawson hands out $1 billion to population control. Let me see. Attorney General Barr is skeptical of Gates' idea to tag people with these mark of the beast implants. He said he is concerned about the tracking of people and so forth, generally, especially going forward over a long period of time. Barr also said that he is very concerned about the slippery slope in terms of continuing encroachments on personal liberty. All right? However, Barr said he did feel like appropriate, reasonable steps are fine. This leaves the door open for some sort of government action in order to enforce vaccine compliance. Let me tell you something, man. Once it's in the words and it's in the air and they're talking about it, it's just a matter of time, okay? The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation bankrolled research by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology that advocated essentially tattooing vaccine data directly into the skin of children, because you know what? They want to use things that's popular. Everybody likes tattoos, right? Say they could tattoo. You see what I'm saying? That directly into your skin. Along with the vaccine, a child would be injected with a bit of a dye that is invisible to the naked eye, but easily seen with a special cell phone filter, combined with an app that shines near in infrared light onto the skin. The dye would be expected to last up to 5 years, according to tests on a pig and rat skin and human skin in a dish. A December 2019 Scientific American article wrote about Bill Gates' scheme. All right? Y'all worried about pyramid scheme, huh? Here's the real scheme. Okay? Anyway, Gates has been aggressively propagandizing on behalf of vaccines throughout the coronavirus pandemic. He has made it clear that he wants countless shots administered to supposedly stop the spread of the coronavirus. Our foundation works a lot on diagnostics and vaccines, Gates said during a recent interview with CBS News. He added that the vaccine makers are the only entities that can really get things back on track, where we are not worried about large public gatherings. Gates said that there's a lot of dialogue between our foundation experts and the government about how to get the world back to normal using his vaccines. I keep telling y'all, if y'all want to fall for this trick, that's on you. But ain't nobody injecting no vaccine in me. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? Which activities like schools have such benefit and can be done in a way that the risk of transmission is very low? And which activities like mass gatherings may be, in a certain sense, more optional. And so until you are widely vaccinated, those may not come back all, he said. Who the hell is Bill Gates to be making these decisions anyway? You see what I'm saying? That's what happens when you have government running your lives. This is what happens when you have the filthy, rich, wealthy running your lives. Okay, I keep telling y'all, you have to be at the table to be making these decisions. You feel me? And I've been telling y'all that for a very long time. This all comes back to Gates' primary goal with his foundation and its funding: depopulation. Now, if we do a little great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we lower that the population by perhaps 10 to 15%, he said in a 2010 TED Technology Entertainment Design Conference, all right, to reduce the world population down to about 10 to 15%. So go ahead and do your research, all right? Gates could not have planned a crisis any better than the coronavirus panic to push his vaccination and depopulation agendas. Now, whether you want to believe this or not, to me, that's irrelevant. All right, that's totally irrelevant. The point behind all this, okay, whether whether you subscribe to, Bill Gates pushing a depopulation of the world, that's, to me, that's irrelevant. That's not the point. The point is that you are, or you may be willing to take a vaccine, okay, that you don't know what's in that vaccine, especially coming from somebody of the likes of Bill Gates, all right? But they're going to put you in a box where if you want a job, that you may have to take a vaccine to show that you are eligible to go back to a job, or you're fit to go back to a job. Your children, why do you think they got your children out of school? Because they're setting that up in their system. For your children to go back to school, there has to be a mandatory vaccine. But for a lot of you that are still caught up and trust in these people, you're going to allow your children to be lab rats. You're going to allow your children to be lab rats because a lot of you don't care. Okay? And that's just facts. I know the truth hurts, but I'm going to say it because all I know is how to keep it real. A lot of you parents, all you want to do is just get rid of your children, meaning that, oh, let the school raise them because you want to live your own life. You want the school to be your babysitters. You don't care about the education of your children. Well, I'm here to tell you, use this time to bond with your family, teach them the truth, because it's going to get real out here. It is. This is just the beginning. And I'm not saying that again for you to be in fear or to be afraid. No, essentially, same thing, but that's not my mission and that's not my purpose. Okay, that's not my goal. My goal is to keep you aware. So once you see these things are manifesting, then you will remember what I spoke of, so that you could know in advance the trap that you are falling into. Okay? If we have our own economy, if we have our own financial structure, if we have our own economic structure, we don't have to be victims of these people and their evil. Okay? Man, I've been talking about this for a very long time. How many of you wished that a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, that we had came together and we had actually purchased some land and have our own communities? It's never too late to do things, but what I'm saying is, why do we always have to wait until our backs are against the wall? Use this time, brothers and sisters, people of the world, to bond with your family. Forgive each other for all the BS, the petty things. Get your children around the table, play games, take the phones away, man. Take the phones away. Build, bond, love each other again, because that's what it's going to take for us to get through this. Love, bonding, caring, compassion, unity. That's what it's going to take. And we have to stand up against tyranny. We have to stand up against these bureaucrats. We have to stand up against them. Don't let nobody force you to take any vaccinations. And I know the test is going to come where you have to decide to take a vaccination to go to work or to feed your family. I know it's a decision that you may have to make, but you do what you have to. But I could only speak for me. I'm not going to take nobody's vaccination to feed nobody. It's time to get creative. It's time to get resourceful. We are creators. Let us get creative. And if we stand up as a people, and I'm just talking about people in general, I don't care what you look like, I don't care where you're from, people in general, if we stand up and we say enough is enough, then enough is enough. Period. Because like I said, you got more people dying every single day from cigarette smoke more than this damn so-called coronavirus. So spare me the propaganda. Anyway, the rest is up to you. I played my part. Peace, love, harmony, and light.